We have it to be 3 inches. We are marking 3 inches here. After the 3 inches, we mark 5 inches. From that 5 inches mark, we are coming down by 1 inch for our shoulder slope. We connect it this way. So the shoulder I'm working with is 8 plus half an inch, 8.5, 16. The shoulder I'm working with is 16 divided by 2, 8 plus half an inch for joining, 8.5. So here I'm marking 8 inches. My armhole depth is 8 inches. I hope you can see my chalk mark here. My armhole depth is 8 inches. So here we are also marking the same 8.5. Connect the lines. Also extend this line. So my bust measurement is 38, which is 10.5. But I'm adding half an inch for it, so I'm marking 10. I'm marking 10 inches here, plus half an inch for sewing allowance, because this is a stretch material and I'm going to be making use of my overlocker. So I'm adding just half an inch for sewing allowance. Sewing allowance. Shoulder to waist 17 plus half an inch, 17.5. Shoulder to hip 25 plus half an inch. So you mark these lines. This is an A-line gown with shirt sleeve. This is our waist. So my waist is 34. And I'm adding half an inch as well, so I'm marking 36 here. Plus half an inch for sewing allowance and a half. My hip is 42. Plus extra half an inch, 11, plus half an inch for joining, 11.5. Neck width is 3.5. The neck depth is 4.5. The neck width is 3.5. The neck depth is 4.5. So for the back, we are marking 1 inch. 1 inches. So we'll be connecting these lines. We'll connect the back to the 3 inches mark. So this one is for the back neck, this one is for the front. 3.5, 1 inches. So this is for our armhole. What we have here for our armhole, we have because for our sleeve we're making use of it, we have 9 inches. So because this is an A-line, let me move it up so you can see the downside. What we have here is 11.5. We also mark the same 11.5 here, and we add our flay, our A-line. 11.5. You can add as much as 5 inches, but what do I have here? I have 4.5, so I'll be making use of 4.5. can add up to 5 inches depending on how wide you want it. So I'm making use of this material, or I have 4.5. So with our ruler, we'll be placing it this way, starting from the hip. From here now, we'll be connecting it this way. So we can now cut out this. Cut out the back neckline first. This is it for our sleeve. What we have here is 12 inches, and what I have marked here is my bicep, which is 8 inches. So in order to get our sleeve head, we'll be marking what we have here as our armhole. We'll be measuring our armhole starting from here, because this is sewing allowance I added, joining allowance. So we'll be going this way. What I have here is 9 inches. So for my sleeve head, for my armhole, I have 9 inches, which is 18. So we'll be placing it here. 9 inches, we'll be placing it this way. This is 9 inches. We'll mark. So we'll now curve our sleeve head. You can just connect it with a straight line. I'm going to be dividing this line by 3. We have 3 inches here. From that 3 inches, with the help of our curve ruler, curve it this way. The first one, and also curve this way. So we should make sure that what we have here as our sleeve head is equal to 9 inches. Do you see it? Exactly 9 inches. This our sleeve head should be equal to 9 inches. So let's measure. See, we have exactly 9 inches. So we'll be adding our sewing allowance of 1/2 inch. We added today. So this is it for our sleeve head. So what you have to make sure is that you have to make sure that what you have on your sleeve head is equal to 9 inches. So whatever you have here as your armhole should be equal to this line here. So for our armhole, for our sleeve round, we have 8 inches here. We are marking 7 inches plus 1/2 inch for joining. So we'll be connecting this line to this line. So this is it for our sleeve. Let's cut it out.